Howdy, Candorans. This is Candor. We're here playing Horizon Forbidden West. Let's get into it. Our dear trepidatious character, Aloy, is getting information for a new mission, an SOS. Is it genuine, or is it a trap? Let's find out, folks. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below, guys.
Alright. I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha! No way.
I included Erend and Varg in this briefing via their focuses. I concur that you should not investigate this alone.
What if it's a trap?
Of course it could be a trap. But if it really is Eleuthia, then it's in trouble, and I need to bring it back. Don't worry. I'll be careful and...
We're coming with you.
Fine. Go grab your things.
We'll wait for you at the west exit, in case you need to upgrade your gear.
And I'm pretty sure I've done this in other videos, but there are many tribes.
Good to know. I'll check it out when we can.
There is the Tenakth, which are very, very tribal as far as warlike tribes. Of course, there's 3 factions to them.
Some of my stuff in here.
Aloy, I see you found your room.
There is the Nora, the tribe that the main character is from. Very to describe them, they're very spiritual. They worship a mound or a mountain, they believe, which is their mother. The whole story there.
We've gathered some supplies in that chest. Take what you need.
Oh, there you go. Okay, and I can't remember her tribe. I think it was the... Oh, well, no, there's another one. Oseram. Very mechanized tribe. Very hardy. Think Thor kind of type of people, but the guy in like leather-clad armor right there, that is the typical concept of what's it called?
So let me get this straight.
Oseram. He's called an Oseram. He basically fights and believes that there is, I mean, mind you, all the tribes are very spiritual, but when it comes down to it, they have a different spirituality, different belief system, like everybody does. But the Oseram have this thing about where creation comes from a forge. Very
Looks like this room's changed.
spiritualistic.
Is that your doing, Gaia?
Yes. I have repurposed the displays to track the cauldrons you have acquired data from.
Coolest part about this game is you can actually upgrade your weapons and or armor, which is actually really useful when you really need to get a good punch out of something. Getting into more into this, where you can actually get more data and use that data to basically upgrade and or control these machines, which is one of our primary things initially, where we can actually either control or kill these specific machines. Now, this one, she...
Wow, looks happy about his training partner.
Learning is best done together.
Have you gone back to Plainsong at all?
I thought about it, but I wouldn't know what to tell them. The chorus already thinks me a thorn in the thicket. If they knew what we did to Fa, even if they understood, there'd be little they could grasp about all this. No, For now, I must leave the tribe behind.
So, oh, the Otaru. That's what they're called. The Otaru, they're very, I guess you could say they're very spiritual. They believe that the machines are meant to help their deity class beings that help till the land, and the land itself is their mother, basically. They believe highly in plants and all that nature. And then basically, it's very nature based. It's very interesting.
What are you up to?
Gaia was kind enough to put together a list of glyphs used by the Old Ones. She helped me decipher some of the data you've collected and showed me how to use the focus to help the process. It's not easy, but it's been working so far.
That's good to hear. I see you've set it in.
Gaia did say this place was built for us, so we could regain control of our lands with her terraforming system. Nurture them like the land gods do plain-sized fields. It does strike me as odd that a place of life should have so much metal.
Yeah.
Learn anything interesting lately?
There's been much to read up on now that Ether has been reunited with Gaia. It's hard to imagine that machines like storm birds once helped heal the skies. I used to be terrified of them as a child. Thunder still brings chills to my skin. But everything Gaia creates has a purpose, no?
Well, if we can get Hephaestus back, she can get those storm birds in line. Sounds like you met my friend Talana.
Yes. The Karja Huntress. I haven't seen armor like hers since the Red Raids. But Val tells me that she too suffered at the hands of the Mad Sun King.
She's one of the good ones. Trust me.
Okay, Karja's another tribe. They have this. They have two factions. One, they have the Shadow Karja, which worship shadows, and the regular Karja, which are quite literally sun worshippers. They believe the sun is their deity, like, you know how Egyptians believe the sun is Ra, their mighty god, things like that. And most of them, they prioritize hunts, like any other tribe, but these guys would turn it into some kind of. They're very interesting. They're very interesting. All of them are very interesting as far as their unique. It's really hard to explain their uniqueness, and every one of their. Each one has a very distinct flavor. If you really get into the genres. Anyway.
You've spoken with Katana?
A few words. Tanakh don't have much use for us outsiders. You must have made quite the impression for him to offer his fealty.
Well, took out a whole wall, united his entire clan. Yeah, that sounds pretty amazing.
So you've been talking to Gaia?
Yes.
And yes, folks, I do have a video on that. Look it up. I don't remember what the video this, but it's in. I do have a video of me doing that. So yes.
I was surprised to see she was you. Past, but reborn? No, not that I claim to understand how.
You've been getting to know Aaron, I assume?
Of course. Any friend of Varl's is a friend of mine. In this case, a very loud friend.
Yeah, well, what do you expect from the guy?
Right.
Is it true you're investigating a signal coming from one of Gaia's seedlings?
Maybe. We'll know for sure when we check it out.
Be careful.
So that's what I'm saying. Like every time she speaks, she is very flowery, very. and that's the Yataru. Here is this guy, Kataro. He is the Tenakth. Tenakth are very, very warlike. Think, when you think of the Yataru, these guys, the Tenakth, think, not Trojans. Well, generally those kind of warriors. I guess you could say they're more of a Spartan aspect, you know, and their ideology comes from, ironically, because this is like after over 1,000 years of humanity starting over. Their ideology actually comes from, believe it or not, the actual modern day military that kind of turned into what is called the 10th Armored Perdition, and to them that's their gods. So every time they give you a blessing or something, it's like by the 10th. So that's them. That's the Tenakth. And yes, they have the similar military structure. So like I said, it's them, yeah.
Gaia, I thought you said the data here was lost.
I was able to repurpose the equipment to store the data you have acquired in your travels.
Nice. Anyway, so that is them.
Looks like Erend and Katala moved their stuff in.
Well, that's the whole point of that.
The door's unlocked now.
Okay. And like I said, the Nora, they have their spirituality is basically.
We thrashed at the battle from Meridian. Right now, that was another one of those subordinate functions. Yeah, that one was called Hades. And you said Aloy ended it for good. Gaia doesn't need it. I think we're all better off. There she is. You ready to head out?
Let's go.
Let's go, guys.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good.
One thing I love about Erend, he's very boisterous, and that's his entire tribe.
Stress call. Had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
Asuram. And mind you, all Asuram are very, I guess you could say heavy set is the best way I can say. I'm not saying fat, but they're just very hardy. Think, when you think of tribes in this games, think of things like, hold that thought, guys.
What the hell?
Well, that takes the kid.
We can just, yeah, and they're drinkers too. So when you think of the Asuram, think Vikings.
See if there's
That's
anything over
the
there.
that's the typical way you can think of a
Check out the
Asuram.
outfit. Let's start
They're very
with this.
hardy. You know, they're very boisterous.
They're obviously more zealous than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Almost didn't make it. did. I took down her shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
She looked like she can make it come and go at will.
What?
Hello,
What's going
Verbena.
on?
What do you have for me?
Well, go do
I
your
checked
thing.
everywhere, still no sign of
wait
the
here.
asset. Can we call off this pointless search already?
Let's not forget who let it slip away in the first place. Now, I'd like to see results by nightfall. Do you think you can manage that?
Hold on. I think I see something.
And also another focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else. The weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off.
Done looking around?
Almost. The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is.
The biggest thing about this game is the main character, Aloy. She is, and if you guys haven't seen my other videos, basic rundown, she is kind of a form of, well, she's basically a clone. Set by this, so she basically, her creator was her genetic match, but in her entire life she was basically motherless, and in her tribe a mother was basically the main authority. Like, everyone knew that it was a matriarchy. They thought that a mother was everything, and don't get me wrong, I'm not 100% on that, because mothers can be wrong, but so can fathers, so I'm not going to say anything about that. But anyway, so that was literally the structure of the Nora clan, and her life was hell because she never had a mother. The man that raised her, his name is Ross. Ross.
Don't mind if I do.
So Ross basically raised her from infancy, and trained her to be independent, basically strong, all that, right? And later there was something about her that was different, and that was kind of late into the game. She found out more into her past, what caused the destruction of the earth, hence humanity going almost extinct, why it had to be reverted back to basically tribal. Just think every politician thinking to himself, it's like, well, I'm going to put lighter fluid on all my sins, so no one knows that I'm at fault at this. As basically the Terminator comes in and says, basically comes out and goes, humanity must die, goodbye. Not really, but very close.
Have a look around. I'll wait here.
In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if it was the difference between now and what happens in the timeline of the Terminator is only a few hundred years. I wouldn't be all that surprised. I'd be sitting there going, yeah, that tracks. Like I said, guys, it's just how it is. I'm just telling you the basic concepts of the tribes. I might have missed a few tribes. In fact, I'm pretty sure I missed a few tribes. Because there's a whole bunch. There's a tribe for just about any... there's the Banuk. Oh, those guys are very interesting. If you want to think Inuits, think Inuit. Like anybody from like Alaska and all those people from the South Pole. Those are the Banuks. Very hardy people.
I better get back to Erend.
A very... So yeah, I told you all about those guys.
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up, all so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Osram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. I'd do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress. If it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing you said could be here? Eleuthia?
Not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Val.
Still smoking, so I gotta come back later for it. In fact, I'm pretty sure I get it later. Anyway, let's go here.
It's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. Oh, it is. My guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go. There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup with Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the proving lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe.
I don't think it was aware enough to do that. I mean, it's a very degraded system at best.
I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed. There's a Far Zenith research lab. Looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From a device nearby.
So Eluthia's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably.
So, exploring another Far
Then
Zenith
why would
ruin.
Zenith still searching for it? At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up.
Eh. Nitpicking.
All this stuff. Wonder what they were doing here.
Well, knowing Far Zenith, probably discovering amazing things. For their own benefit.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Ectogenic chambers. Like the ones I saw inside a Zero Dawn cradle facility. This place is huge. Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around. So, how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
It's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the Dawn and said he needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, I think that's the one thing that you have to understand about certain people. When they're loyal, they'll do anything for you. No doubt in my mind that, there's a point where he actually felt something for you, Aloy. I'm only saying this because I've seen it, and frankly, every guy I ever bumped into had that feeling.
The control console.
Hell,
To access the
I'm the
storage
gamer
units.
and I feel that way because she's amazing. She's strong-willed.
Let's find out.
She's the kind of girl any guy would give their left nut for. Seriously. Probably the right nut. If it meant a chance with her.
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right. I should check the log.
Okay, so I'm gonna check the log. There was a log. Okay, so this is a Tenakth. This would be a Tenakth. That, like I said, they have very interesting fashion sense. Otaru. This would be a Karja. Karjas have very... And again, Oseram. This is Oseram. And this would be what a Tanukth would more or less look like. And this is the Karja King. So yeah, you see the different fashion senses, and you know. This is her friend, Talea. I mean, she's a huntress, all that. Anyway, sorry guys. I'm trying to look at these. Okay, so what I'm going to do... Sorry guys about this little delay. I sincerely apologize.
And 36 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
Aloy. It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Spirit. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Dana. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're doing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Forcinus. They are ruthless, and they have a love for Artemis and Apollo. At least I don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck, and goodbye. So
She's still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh shit, they can fly? Aloy. Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Aaron?
Two of those Spectre things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl and the clone. Here it comes! things quick. More shots left. There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Gotta get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
Aloy!
Aaron!
And the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Aaron.
All right.
I'm here.
Watch out. That thing's shooting down the center.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
And the second you need me, I'm there.
Spectre's not budging from that spot. I might be able to sneak up on it if I stay out of its line of fire. It's got some kind of shield. I just need to run behind it. Don't try to take that thing head on.
I've seen something like that before. Okay, cool. It's time to make this hurt.
Shield down! He's on the move!
Dang.
Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon. If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all.
Always know one thing about... Always remember one thing. Knowledge is power in any hunt. I think that's one of the few lessons that her father basically ingrained to her. Gather enough information and you win every hunt. Or at least make sure that less casualties.
No. Damn it.
So I gathered the information, all that.
I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone, too. Well,
Aloy, you're back.
yeah, I'm just, checking up on how everyone's doing.
You mean after meeting someone who looks exactly like you, but isn't you, down in the basement? Guess this must be even stranger for you than it is for us, huh?
Little?
Varl said she may be able to help us in our mission, though.
Maybe. You said you met Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt. I thought I'd offer her an extract to soothe the pain.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying burrowed down there like that. She looks like she's barely seen the light of day as it is.
I need to get going.
May the land blue...
See what I mean? Every time she speaks, has this very flowery feel to it. Like every time, it's very... Well, like I said, every tribe has their own way of speak, their own
Aloy.
way of worship, things like that.
She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury? Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome. Don't understand. Some removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory fearful. Everything real feels unknown. Distant. Is there anything that can help? Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work. Yeah. Yeah. So, hey boy, I suppose you want information about you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get here? Let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago? That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed. So far, Zenith established a colony world after all. Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable. Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves? Not their descendants. What? Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know? How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves? I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants. And you, does that mean... I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, so that I could serve my function, access and control of the terraforming system. Why? What do the Zeniths want with it? When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
Yeah, that
All right.
sounds about
I think
right.
that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or so how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaius fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths? How did you know optimal strategy, so? Well, we'll still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus. What? You don't have Hephaestus already? Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location. Of course not. You don't even know who the Zeniths really are. You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing. They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location. What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything. Everyone. They're gonna die. Hey. Calm down. You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help? I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry. Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad. I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
Yeah, it's a little awkward, especially when you are stressing out. Your entire life was basically meant for pain and suffering, and then all of a sudden you get saved by people that you are basically deem primitive. So in your brain, you think to yourself, it's like, I don't know how this is gonna work. I don't know how this is gonna work. It's like, honey, take 2 chill pills. Seriously, take 2 chill pills. Because if we freak out, they win.
Welcome back. Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped a Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology. But not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
But he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Aletheia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The 2 remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right. Thanks, Gaia. So I guess we will be making use of Silent's weapon. Now there's another clone that is right here with us. I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more cell functions to get to. You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Because there's two of me now.
There's two of you now. At least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but I'm trying. Did you speak with Beta at all?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. And when she did, I thought it'd be better if Zoe and Varl took care of her. No use crowding someone when they're in a state.
Well, at least you had a thought. Thank you.
I have to get the...
Don't go causing too much trouble.
Oh, that's a promise. Anyway, I am going to go
There's a
because...
lock now.
Now it's time for me to gain... Anywho.
You! Let me take a look at you, stranger.
If you walk by, you'll miss out on a good trade.
You're the outlander who stood against Regala and her rebels.
Only if it means we're good here.
Don't worry. I'm not here to drink your blood, or whatever you Easterners think we do. The slaughter at the embassy wasn't your fight, yet you stood by the marshals, and by our chief at the Grove. As far as I'm concerned, you're no enemy of the Tanakh. But you are going to need help if you plan on surviving the clan lands. I hear and see many things as a scout. I could share them with you, aid you on your journey.
I'd be grateful.
Well then, heard the lowlanders have been fighting rebels by the coast, west of the Grove. If you're still helping the chief handle those scabs, you might want to talk to Gregella at Tide's Reach.
If I make it out there, I'll see what I can do.
Alright, so I'm gonna go... See if Sands... Let's see if Sands is good because it's ready to go. And folks... Okay, so I need to go to the floor.
Aloy, it's Kotalo. If you're in need of provisions, I recommend stopping by Saltbite, a village north of the Grove. Their cook's meals give a soldier strength like nothing else. And who knows? Maybe they could use your help, too.
Maybe I'll check it out. Thanks. Shelter. Chance to rest. Check my gear.
Alright. Okay, so... Folks, I'm writing the sheets. I told you, you can either destroy them or ride them. I like riding them. And depending on... And depending on how you ride them, they could be your best friend. Or your worst enemy when you get trampled by them. Just be careful you don't. Anyway. So there's a place where I'm going to, and you guys are gonna laugh, cause holy crap. Mind you, that's gonna be for the next video. I know this one was kind of short, but I need to show you guys what happened in certain parts of it, because I knew I was gonna do a continuation of this game eventually, and I'm glad I did. Anyway, guys, thank you for checking out my videos. Like always, be good. If you can't be good, be careful. And if you can't be careful, well, like always, be careful. I keep telling y'all, be careful. Anyway. Take care, and make sure those dang Xenophs don't get you. To make sure that doesn't happen, like, subscribe, and comment down below. I love you all, guys. And please, show me the love with likes, subscribes, and comments down below. Thank you very much. Take care, everybody, and have a great night or day. Or even in between, twilight, who knows. Anyway, take care.